What's going on, Pokemon diehards? This is JoltyJohn13, and today I'll be bringing you a top 5 Pokemon video. But it's not what you might think. There are so many top 5 and top 10 Pokemon videos out there that they all kind of start to blend together. For this channel, for our top Pokemon videos, we wanted to do something a little bit more random. So today, instead of doing a top 5 strongest Pokemon or a top 5 overlooked Pokemon, we'll be doing the top 5 Pokemon you would want to sign a max NBA contract to. I'm not only a huge Pokemon fan, I am a huge NBA fan, so this seemed like a natural place to start. Before we jump into our top 5, let me lay down some ground rules. Rule number 1 is there are no powers allowed. We are going by Pokemon, physicality, and abilities only. Rule number 2, no legendaries. I know, but listen, if I allowed legendaries, then all you guys would just draft Mewtwo and Deoxys and a horde of dragons, and it would not be very interesting. So for this list, no legendaries. For this top 5, we're going to be focusing on a Pokemon's character and their abilities. Yes, Machamp has 4 arms, great for dunking and defense, but do you think that hefty bodybuilder is going to be able to have the stamina to run up and down the hardwoods for 48 minutes? I don't think so. Now that the ground rules are set, let's jump into the top 5. This top 5 is in no particular order. In fact, this is almost like our starting 5, because I'll be basing this on positions. And by the way, this NBA team is going to be called the Jubilife City Jolteons. Why? Because this channel is called JoltyJohn13 and Jolteon's my favorite. Deal with it. Number 1, a point guard. Every starting 5 needs a point guard. And what's a point guard's job? To run plays and have court vision, court awareness, to see what's going on around them on the floor. There's a certain Pokemon ability that fits really well with what a point guard's job is, and that's Keen Eye, someone who's not going to have its accuracy lowered no matter what happens in a game. And so for the Pokemon that learn Keen Eye, I've chosen Sneasel to be our point guard. Sneasel's fast, his dark typing will make him naturally crafty, and he has a secondary ability, Pickpocket. I'll take those extra steals, please. Now, with those claws, he's going to average a lot of turnovers. But hey, if Russell Westbrook can get away with averaging 5 turnovers, why not Sneasel? Number 2, a shooting guard. There's a term that's used a lot in the NBA, and that's sniper. Well, we need a sniper, someone who can knock down a shot in the clutch. Well, Sniper just happens to be a Pokemon ability, and of the Pokemon who have this ability, I am absolutely signing Drapion to a max deal. It doesn't hurt that he has a secondary ability, Keen Eye, which we already talked about, so his accuracy is going to be on point throughout the game. And have you seen Drapion's arms? This is a player who's going to play on both ends of the floor. I'm telling you, this is Klay Thompson in Pokemon form. Sign that guy. Number 3, small forward. Every NBA team needs a player to do the dirty work. Someone who's going to jump on the ground for loose balls and overall just be a pest for the other team. There happens to be a Pokemon ability that fits the scenario very well, and that's Hustle. And of the Pokemon who can learn this ability, you want to talk about being a pest, who's a better pest than Raticate? Yeah, that's right. Raticate is getting my max dollars on a basketball team. Raticate doesn't have to worry about getting rebounds or scoring points. He just needs to be a pest on defense. And trust me, with this rodent biting your ankles while you're trying to run a play, I think you'd have to agree he'd be pretty good at his job. Besides, Patrick Beverley just signed a 3-year, $40 million deal with the Clippers. And if you don't think Beverley's worth that, you haven't been watching a lot of Clippers games. Number 4, our power forward. What my team needs right now is a Pokemon with the intimidation factor, or should I say in this case, the intimidation ability. Someone who's going to give my team a mental edge. Every team needs a Draymond Green or a Dennis Rodman, someone with elite basketball skills, but also has an extra grit and growl in their play. And for me, that Pokemon is Crocodile. Now at 4'11", he's a little undersized for the power forward position. But man, is he gonna play big. Not to mention Crocodile's secondary ability is Moxie, meaning his attack is gonna get stronger every time he beats a dude. Once Crocodile has seen he's gotten in your head, game over. Take my money, you magnificent reptile. Number 5, a center. Right now our top 5 is looking pretty strong, except for one thing, size. We need someone with raw strength, size, and power to crash those boards and score some points down low in the paint. We need a Pokemon who's going to apply some pressure, which happens to be a Pokemon ability. And if we're looking for a Pokemon with size, power, and the pressure ability, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a better Pokemon than Dusknoir. At 7 foot 3 inches and 235 pounds, this guy is a monster. And have you seen those hands? I mean, even Tim Duncan would be envious of those bad boys. and his hidden ability is Frisk, which is going to make his presence on defense even more valuable. Of all the Pokemon on this list that you could give me pushback on, this is not one of them. Dusknoir is absolutely worth max dollars on an NBA team. So that's my team. What do you think? Are my contracts on point? Or am I going to have buyer's remorse at the end of the first year? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with friends. And also let me know who you would sign a max contract to in the comments. Till next time, Poké Diehards.